Hi, I'm Jeanne Fiorini. Thanks for being here at the Tarot Tips. Today we're going to talk about interconnections between the cards of the major arcana. You don't get too far in your study or learning of tarot before you realize that not only is tarot connected to the energies involved in astrology, involved in alchemy, involved in psychology, Kabbalah, but that number systems as well, but that within the 22 cards of the major arcana itself, so tarot not only connected outward to other systems, but there are unique relationships within those 22 cards that can be looked at in a very specific way. The most prominent of these is the way that the 22 major arcana cards can be associated with the 22 paths on the Kabbalistic tree of life. So today we're going to talk about the tarot rose, which the word that just comes to mind is nifty. It's a nifty little diagram that shows the correlations between each of the major arcana cards and the astrological, planetary, and elemental energies in the universe, as well as the Hebrew letters, 22 of which there are, which are connected to the 22 paths of the on the Kabbalistic tree of life. Now that's a mouthful. So to look at this further in depth, I really would encourage you to go to Mary Greer's Tarot for Yourself classic workbook. It's on page 48, where you can see in greater depth some of the things I'm going to be talking about today. I'm just going to lay out the pattern so that you can see it, and wherever you might go with learning more about that, I'll leave that up to you. But the Mary Greer Tarot for Yourself, page 48, is a really great resource. So let me show you this nifty little way of looking at the connections within the energies of the universe and how those are reflected in the tarot's major arcana 22 cards. All right, we're going to start with the 12 signs of the zodiac. There are 12 cards in the major arcana that are associated with the specific astrological signs. So starting from the first sign of the zodiac, we have Aries, the Emperor. Get this all in frame. Aries. Hierophant is associated with Taurus. Let's see if I can get that in a better way. The Lovers, Gemini. The Chariot, Cancer. Strength is associated with Leo. The Hermit is Virgo. Justice is Libra. Death card is connected to Scorpio. Temperance is Sagittarius. The Devil has connections to the astrological sign of Capricorn. The Star card is Aquarius. And we complete the astrological wheel with Pisces, which rules the Moon card. So here we have the 12 astrological signs. These 12 astrological signs can also be associated with one of the 12 single letters of the Hebrew alphabet. Now, I'm not going to go into that. Again, you can check out Mary Greer's resource for that. So the next circle that we're going to look at are the planetary influences, the 7 known planets in, let's see, what should we say about that? I don't want to say ancient times. The traditional 7 inner planets, let's call it that. So we start here with the 12 astrological signs. The 7 planets, Mercury. Magician is ruled by Mercury. The Moon, High Priestess card. Venus. We see the Venus symbol here on the Empress card. We see the Moon symbol on the High Priestess card. Let's see, we have Jupiter with the Wheel card. Mars with the Tower card, God of War, God of Upheaval. Strong Fire card. We have the Sun with the Sun card, and Saturn with the World card. So you've got the 12 astrological signs, the 7 traditional planets. 7 and 12 is 19. We still have 3 cards left. Now in the traditional version of the Tarot Rose, these last 3 cards are connected to the mother letters of the Hebrew alphabet. Let me say that inner circle of 7, each one of these can be correlated to one of the double letters in the Hebrew alphabet, and each one of these so far can be assigned a path on the Kabbalistic tree of life. So these last 3 cards are connected in 2 different ways. Traditionally to the mother letter for the 3 elements that create the physical world. The Fool is connected to the mother letter for air, Aleph, A-L-E-P-H. The Hanged Man is connected to the mother letter for water, which is M, M-E, which is Mem, M-E-M. When you look at the traditional version of Rider-Waite and you see that Ace of Cups, that M on that cup stands for Mem, M-E-M, elemental water. The Judgment card is the mother letter for the element of fire, Shin, S-H-I-N. So these 3 cards, the Fool, the Hanged Man, and the Judgment, extremely powerful cards in their element, like the birthplace of air is the Fool. The birthplace of water in the tarot is the Hanged Man, is related to the Hanged Man, let's put it that way. One of the strongest fire cards in the whole entire deck is that Judgment card, connected to the mother letter for fire. Now, as after the Renaissance and in the 17th, 18th, and 19th century, new planets have been discovered. So in a way that kind of works out nicely here, we also can connect these 3 transformational cards in the center to 3 of the outer planets. We can say that the Fool is connected to Uranus. We can say that the Hanged Man is connected to Neptune. That depth of the ocean, that watery initiation kind of idea. Neptune, god of the underworld, god of the sea, not god of the underworld, god of the sea. Let's go back to the Fool card a little bit. Uranus, transcendent, progressive, breaking the mold. That planetary association fits pretty well, and a nice, as the church lady on Saturday Night Live would say, isn't that convenient? But it is convenient. It fits very nicely with the cosmology here. And then the Judgment card connecting to Pluto, calling up, bringing something from the depths, making us look at it and deal with it. So the Judgment, not only the mother letter for fire, but we can also think about it as having an association with the planetary influence or energy of the planet Pluto. So it makes a very beautiful diagram. It's a very complex way of looking at the interconnections with the tarot. I will say it one more time. I encourage you to check out Mary Greer's Tarot for Yourself, page 48, and look at this more in depth if you would like. But it gives you just one other way of seeing the interrelationships and the connections between the symbols of the tarot within the system, as well as how it connects to other worldviews and ways of trying to perceive what it is that the world is about and what we're doing here. So I hope that gives you some food for thought. Thanks for being here. We'll see you next time.